Okay, guys, if you watched the part 1 video, you see that I did have an issue with the fuse box bracket mounting points as I couldn't figure it out, so I decided to create my own brackets. This way, it's actually more stable, and I bought some aluminum bar from Home Depot, about 14 bucks, added to the final price of the kit, but I didn't have an issue with it as I wanted to look a certain way, so I started to actually measure and getting ready to cut. Here you're going to see a little time lapse of me measuring, making sure that all my cuts measure out the same and it's equal on both sides, symmetrical. Therefore, obviously, I didn't have a ruler, so I just used a straight edge from the spark plug. It works. Whatever you have, man, you have to make it work. So yeah, over here, you're just going to see me actually, marking exactly where I want my 90-degree bends at and how far I want the bracket to actually pop out so I can screw it into the firewall. This time lapse, you can see as I already have one of the brackets installed on the fuse box. I'm installing the second one as I wanted to install both brackets and kind of get an idea when I placed it on the firewall and I mark it with my marker as to where am I going to drill the holes, because I did the rivet bolt. So I can just put a 10mm screw in. If I have to take it off, you can take it off, obviously, and it's a little bit cleaner instead of just using a self-tapping screw, which does the job, but as you know, this is my car and I like my work to look clean and look professional, so that's exactly what I did. You don't have to do that, but I did it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm using the rivet. It's fairly easy. It literally takes not that much. It takes probably an extra 10 minutes in all, to drill the hole to the correct size, pull the rivet, and this way you can actually screw it on and off. I've used it in many other videos. The kit is about like 45 bucks from Amazon. It's worth every penny, trust me when I tell you that. But as you can see here, I'm using the 10mm bolts that I found, and I'm gonna tighten it on, and as you can see, it looks real nice and clean. I had to also make one of the holes a little bit bigger. I'm eyeballing all this. I'm not perfect. But yes, the final product, you should see it. Looks great. Yes, it added a little bit more work to do, but like I said, I want this to look nice and clean. The solution to the little problem I had, the kit came with this. With these two brackets right here. I'm not too sure where they would have went, or unless they went like this, but then my hood wouldn't have closed, so I fabricated my own two brackets. It's pretty stable there, looks good. I just had to move my catch can under here, but that's not a problem. Here I have to do some adjustments, as my coil will usually be located here. As you guys can see, it will be here, but my throttle body and everything will not accept it to be there, so I'm gonna move my coil to this location right here. For right now, I'm not too sure. I might end up moving it down here and drilling some holes over here under the actual throttle body. It's closer, but I'm gonna custom make the coil cable anyways. So then you have, last connection I have left is the, let me see if the camera can catch this, the boost controller, which I'm trying to figure out where. Somewhere around here is where I'm gonna put it. So I'll get back to you guys in a few. As you guys can see, I ran my boost controller right here with the connections behind it. The coil location is here, but I'm gonna end up putting it somewhere under here. My throttle body won't let it be where it's supposed to be. We did run all the other wires. I'm gonna try to crank the car to see if we're getting gas pressure and everything else. I did run and connect the ground wire to the starter. right here. We connected the harness to the body, as you can see right there, and down there. Y quiero que tú una vez cheques este.
Pero lo voy a chequear cuando tú abres el switch.
Sí. Yo sé.
Está muy bajito. Hay que subirlo de aquí para acá.
You can see, guys, I already got the kit to the car started. Sorry, my ashy hands. But this problem right here, I ran into this, where I thought it was you had to cut and put together this and this one, and then I was kind of confused for the other one that's down here. But no, I finally figured out. It's actually, they kind of explain it to you. I'll show you the picture on the instructions, but it's just like this. Then you have to obviously you can't leave these wires because they are live, so you have to kind of like cut them and make sure you tape them or whatever to protect them against grounding out. But as soon as you do this, you will be able to avoid the slow cranking that I was having, the slow issue. This right here, which is connected directly to the computer, is super important. The car will turn on. Mine turned on. I just wanted to make sure it turns on and to see like if I was leaking some type of coolant, any kind of oil that's leaking out, just so I can get an idea of what I have to address. So, but yes, this, you need to most likely find another one of these. I have to search for, and I'm gonna put it here, and obviously make it look nice. But this is super important, and this is the one that's connected to the megasquirt. I'm currently having issues, but you guys won't have this issue. But me, I'm having issue with this injector that's leaking. Obviously, that is a fire hazard because it is leaking directly into the exhaust manifold. But my car does turn on, guys. Now, what I have to do is, tighten stuff up. But it literally turns on. I have to still figure out my accelerator, my throttle cable, accelerator cable, which is this right here. But I'm gonna just use this spacer that I created. There's a video how I did that, a 1-inch spacer. I was gonna use that for the Easy EFI kit, but obviously, as you guys can tell, I swapped it out. So I still use this. I make gaskets for it and everything, but I'm gonna drill here or somewhere here, since it's 1 inch and it's extremely thick, somewhere where I can mount the throttle cable holder, since the original one is right here. Let me slide my fingers so you guys can see my problem right here. And as you can tell, the belt, this elbow, 90-degree elbow for the turbo, and the intercooler piping kind of messes with that. So I don't have an alternative. If you guys do, you can comment, email, and help me. I will appreciate it. But yes, so the car now turns on. I just have to obviously run, connect my wideband and stuff. But yep, the kit is fairly easy. Obviously, this don't go here, but we're gonna figure that out. I just wanted the car to turn on. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe.